one of, I think, probably about 600 veterans that testified for this, for the law. And it finally became law, because that was in '79, and it finally became law in 1980. But the system was so inept, and you still had a lot of racism going on in the agencies, right? So it still took me to 1984 before they actually service connected me, because I was incarcerated. So they were saying that, hey, you ain't getting out of jail. You know, that's the end of you. You know, you gonna, when you get out of here, you gonna have a tag on your toe. So you really don't need no education. You don't need nothing. You just, comply with the prison rules, and that's it. Well, Ruby Hurley said, no, you ain't got to do that, because your government can be changed. She said, and you gonna help change this system here in prison for all of them. And I'm gonna tell you what, we had white boys joining the NAACP in prison, and we changed the law. The law changed, and they put me. I did 10 years, and they changed it and set up the parole commission. Right? They changed the system and set up the parole commission. And the first time up to parole, the joke was they put me out of prison. Because I done started all these organizations.
You was a troublemaker.
I didn't know it, but they say, well, you got to go. We get you out. But I still was not treated for the PTSD.